If you send out 100 or more applications, or even 50 or more applications, and you haven't heard anything, I need you to stop sending out applications and listen to something. It's going to take me 2 minutes. If you don't have time, bookmark this, because you need to hear a new perspective that's going to change how you approach this, okay? All right, there are 3 things that impact you getting that job interview, that phone call. The first thing is recency. How quickly you get your application in. The first 25 people to apply are going to get looked at. After that, a recruiter normally has 5 or 6 or more candidates that are a fit that they're going to phone screen, and they're not going to look as closely at all the remaining ones. And by the way, recruiters are telling me right now, just this week, they're getting 100 to sometimes thousands of applicants for a single job. Okay, so recency is going to matter. Second thing is relevancy. Now, this is that you have the experience they need, but understand this. If a recruiter's got that many applications coming in, they are going to skim your resume and your application. And studies prove this. They spend about 6 to 13 seconds skimming it, looking to see if you have the 5 or 6 key skill sets that are needed to even be considered. If you have that, then they'll take a closer look. So if your resume is not designed in a 6-second format so that they can skim it, there's a really good chance you're not going to be considered, because they're not going to see what they need in that skim session, okay? And then the third factor is connection. Now, this is where people push back on me and say, I don't know anybody at the company. That is not the only form of connection that you can provide. In fact, a better form of connection, believe it or not, is you sharing your connection story to the employer. And what that is a story that explains how you feel connected to their mission, their products, their services. Essentially, what's going to get you up out of bed every day and want to go work for them? What's going to self-motivate you because you have a feeling, a positive connection to them? This connection story is vital. And I teach clients at Work It Daily every day how to write this in the form of something called a disruptive cover letter. And it tells the story, because you're probably right now tailoring your resume and doing too much so it's not being read, but then also your cover letter's probably about you saying how great you are and what a good fit you are for the job. That's not a connection story. Connection story comes from the heart. It talks about why you love their products, their services, what made you understand that they're awesome. Get that story in front of them, and that's better than knowing somebody at the company, because now you're telling the recruiter, hey, I not only have the experience, right? I not only hustled to get my application to you, but here's why I'm going to get up every day and crush this job. That's what they're looking for. That's the 3 things. So there is a process that you want to follow to do this. And if you didn't already see my job search checklist, the link's in my bio. We talk about all the things that you need in order to really expedite this process for you. But for this, you got to stop, because what you're doing isn't working. And that's the definition of insanity. And you, my friend, deserve better. You deserve to get hired. So we just need to change your strategy a bit. Okay? Good luck. Go get them.